Video is recording. Stream starts in 3, 2, 1. Live. Forgot to keep my glasses off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the episode 17, or the 17th episode of the Point Gremlins podcast. My name is James, or Jonas the Red. As always, Alex, or Delirium. Right. Wrong over
way.
There.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
For me, for you. Yeah. We're talking achievements this week. I mean, obviously we have some news and some little bits of stuff at the end of the show, but our main show is going to be difficult achievements. Generally, the harder achievements to get. Screw the easy ones, the ones like winning stuff. But some achievement hunters beware. We're going after them. Yeehaw. We made a little list of some particular achievements we're going to talk about. If anyone has any ones they want to mention in the chat, bring it up, and we'll talk about them if we haven't talked about it already. But we have quite a little list. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Starting off with, of course, we're going to go to alphabetical, right?
True.
Alamo's always going to be the first one.
True, we'll just go down the list I posted.
Do they have names, or you want to just go after what the requirements are?
They have names, but I'm not going to be able to remember what they are based off names, so I just put in the requirements.
Okay.
All right, so the first one is an Alamo Achievement. Alamo starts with A, so it's the first on our alphabetical. And it's get a kill streak of 5 as a drug lord. So for those of you that hasn't played Alamo, which is probably the majority of you, the drug lords are the people that start in tower, and they have to kill the Texans and the gunners, who all have 1,000 health and are in the mansion. So you have to deal like 5,000 damage without dying to get a kill streak of 5 as a drug lord.
In order to win that game of Alamo, my understanding is you have to like really get into the mansion and really like work your way through it. Generally, they can just cower in there and they're just going to win that game. They have 1,000 health. They're like 2x juggernauts just camping in there. They're not going to come out. It may have been easier back in the day when shots were 50 damage each instead of 33. Maybe just a little bit more reasonable, but I imagine it's still really difficult.
My guess is that actually it was easier because I think killing or deactivating the machine gun counted as a kill. So if you just deactivated the machine gun 5 times in a row, my guess is it gave you a kill. But I don't know. That might just be false.
Probably right. That seems reasonable. Like looking at how the technology or what registers and what looks like a kill to it. I doubt it's just deactivating it. They have a separate category for what is killing that machine gun. Yeah. Nicole's arrived in the background. The Phantom Nicole.
Slightly.
Cool.
Yeah, so that one... The Alamo ones are probably pretty difficult. The next one's just straight up impossible the way we have Alamo set up right now. And that's get a kill streak of 10 on the machine gun. Well, the way we have Alamo set up right now, nobody's actually signed up under the machine gun. We don't have a machine gun, so it's just not possible. So
a machine gun roll, just some idiots standing up there. Well, 2 idiots specifically standing up there on top of the mansion. Just shooting, dying.
If Alamo ever ends up happening, that one might eventually be possible, depending upon what the software changes to be. There's supposed to be updates that make it possible, but you people, you don't know how slow it is to get meaningful updates for barracks. It's pretty slow.
Unfortunately, corporate staff size just got demolished. I think there's like 9 people total working for that company, and like one or 3 does anything reasonable with specifically the software. I don't think anyone really is making any huge updates for it.
Yeah, no, updates are slow, and not Baghdad, but Dubai gets the majority of the spotlight. They get to do most of the stuff with the updates.
It's like not Dubai or something. That's fine. Maybe one day we'll get to play there.
On to game modes that most of you have actually played. The next one's Borg. There's really only one achievement that I think is actually kind of difficult for Borg, and that's winning as the Borg and getting 30 or more headshots. Mm-hmm. I don't know what a headshot is.
When you first look at it, you're like, okay, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable achievement. You definitely kill a lot of people as a Borg. All you can do is win that one time.
Right.
What the heck? Like you said, what the hell is a headshot?
Is it a headshot kill, or is it just a shot to the head? They've updated Borg, so now that the humans are always a one-shot, so now it's not 2 shots to kill the humans. So you just need to get 30 kills, and all of them need to be headshots, which is not easy, because it's hard to tell if you got a headshot, especially from far away. Most of the time, if you're shooting at the head, you're probably going to hit the gun sensor anyways.
True, that's right. You're gonna accidentally hit the gun sensor, which is a chest shot, technically, right?
It's a separate sensor, but under barracks it registers under chest. I think it's just headshot and other, actually.
You gotta hit him from the side or hit him from the back, because if you shoot him in the face, unless their gun's down, it's gonna count as a chest shot, which sucks. Really difficult.
So my guess is the easiest way to get that one, which I don't have it yet, is probably to play on single fire, probably be in the mansion. I'd probably try and spawn camp near breach door side, and I'd aim at people that are wandering toward ghetto so I can always get the back of their head.
Yeah, when they make that corner turn or they walk in the side, you got to shoot them in the side or the back of the head.
But getting a minimum of 30 kills is already not like the easiest thing in the world. I mean, getting a guy like's not hard in Borg, but 30 is... You need a decent session size, and you need to have some people that don't know what they're doing to get it.
And then imagine, like you said, you want to play in semi-automatic, so you really ensure it's a headshot.
Yep.
Imagine then you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to play on semi-automatic in Borg, when you don't want to be the one that takes any damage. You want to make sure that game lasts as long as possible for you. If you're taking any extra shots and taking any extra time to kill someone, you're just you're not actually going to do it. You're just going to say you're going to do it, not actually do it.
And then on top of that, your team needs to win on Borg, on the Borg side, which it does not happen often at all. I wonder if
I've seen it a total of 15 times.
I wonder if DeSeal got it, actually. I'm going to be looking that up while we're doing this.
Yeah, so beforehand, we were looking up these achievements, and Barracks, I think you guys already know, Barracks is really, really, really slow right now. He's taking his sweet time. I don't think we'll ever get a reasonable turnaround for that question. Otherwise, Domination won. We got a win without the enemy team scoring a single point.
I still don't have this one.
Of course, it's not like points general, it's points for the tubes.
Yeah.
You have to have, it's called total domination, so you understand what's going on, right? You got to make sure they never actually have a tube for at all, not even a single second. That one's hard.
Absolutely difficult. And I think the best way to actually get that game is to, number one, be playing King of the Hill, not Domination, so that you're only using one tube. The closest I ever got to doing it was playing King of the Hill with the tube upstairs. It was when we were just like starting the game King of the Hill, and we were like, what happens if we put the tube upstairs? And my team was on Embassy side, so we controlled upper market for like the whole game. And when we like the last 12 seconds, we still had the tube. We had never lost it yet. And some dude just ran up the stairs and shot the tube in the last 12 seconds and got it.
What was like their final score? Like 700, or I guess like 300 to 3 or something?
It was like whatever to 12. It was a big number to 12. DeSeal does have that achievement, by the way.
Oh.
He does have the Borg one.
If you guys don't know, DeSeal, I imagine everyone does know about that because it's on every damn social media possible. DeSeal got 105 kills and 1 Borg. He's got something like 13,000 points in one session. I think last week's 7-day leaderboard was him damn near on top with a gap of like ridiculous. I'm not sure what it was. He had a lot of points for that game. Stupid. Master it. Otherwise, elimination, win in 2 minutes or less. You got this one recently. I have it on video. Getting this one.
I did. So
it's cool.
It's in theory really not a difficult achievement to get at all. I think the biggest problem for getting this achievement stems from the fact that recently, I think like majority of iCombats like around the world have become very, very busy. So when you're in a 15-on-15 match, eliminating the entire enemy team twice in a game mode where everybody is playing rather slow and it's hard to communicate with a bunch of new players is not feasible. You have to get it in a small session.
And you basically, I think in the video, I think Gilly got a couple kills, but it was effectively just you running at them fast and killing them all fast.
Yep.
As much as you could. I think actually your dad did get the last kill for you, or one of the two.
Yeah, my dad got 1, I got 3.
That was good. It's a good little thing to get on video. If you want to see that, it's on my YouTube channel underneath his pistol footage. It's a cool little shot. Otherwise, there's one more for elimination that I wanted to mention. It's not as hard as that one. But being the last one alive and getting the final kill, I think it is, for elimination and getting the win.
I think there's another one Yeah, that does ring a bell. I think there's another one that actually comes to mind, that's get 10 or more kills during elimination, which isn't the hardest thing in the world, but when you only get 2 lives and everyone's playing really slow and kind of campy, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's not the hardest, but it's not the easiest.
You got to get in the right spot and then have the other team kind of funnel into you on purpose. You got to get pretty lucky, and you want to play in a session that's pretty large. Conveniently, the opposite is worth for this achievement, where all the combats are getting pretty busy. Most of the sessions will be 10-15. Most of the times we have some odd time at the end of the session. Instead of playing an extended team deathmatch, you're going to play a 1 round of elimination. And then you get a chance of getting a lot of kills for elimination.
And generally, elimination's not the most popular game mode either, so it's not picked very often. First of all, it's a 1 round game mode, which only happens when the ice operator has like a strange amount of time left. And it's like almost never the go-to because people generally don't like it. As much as people like say they don't want to do Reaper TDM, they want to do Reaper TDM more than they want to do elimination TDM.
Generally, when I'm ice, I don't want to play elimination. I don't want to pick it because it's fun. I only pick it because I don't want to make them just do. Let's say I play like Jailbreak before or something, like kill based, like lots of kill games. That'd be cool for you guys, but it's not so cool for me. So I'll give you a little bit of a gap and not play Reaper instead. There you go. Elimination. Have some fun slowing down your thoughts. Trying to cover as many bases as possible in the game modes, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, that one, what is it specifically? It's be the last player alive and get the final kill.
I think there's one to be the last man standing, and then there's another one to get the winning kill. I think there's 2 different ones.
I'm not sure if it's the winning kill with your friends alive or the winning kills and your friends dead.
I don't think it matters.
Huh. Well, then that one's much significantly easier if I read it wrong. Otherwise, Hell's Bells, it's going to be similar to the Total Domination one, but almost opposite entirely, I guess. Yeah. Win by 1 ding, right?
This one is only difficult on our field.
Yes. Well, if you don't know this already, our bell can be shot from many different angles, and just the amount of rings that bell happens to get through is just so many. So the game will oftentimes end in 200 and 200, right?
Yeah, so you'll go to places like Michigan or like Missouri or other places that play Hell's Bells differently, where you can only shoot the bell from directly underneath it, and the bell is in like this no man's land area, and the game will end like 30-32 or something like that, something really close. On our field, it's going to be a complete blow up, and it's going to be like 200-600.
Yeah.
So
this is just wild.
Ridiculous numbers. It's it's growing on me, but I don't like it that much. I wish
imagine
it worked the other
allure.
way.
Like imagine you're a, let's say, Michigan player, and you playing Hell's Bells, and whenever the bell goes off, it's either a great thing or a bad thing when you hear the sound, the ding 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 sound. You're like, oh god, is that our team shooting the bell or not? Because our field, it's like, who cares?
It's just,
I hope it's our team shooting the bell.
It's always happening. Yeah. There's so many people. It's not interesting.
Interesting that their field is almost a better way of playing it, arguably.
Yeah. And I honestly don't think there's like a strategy to go about getting this achievement. I guess the best strategy I could come up with would be shoot it 1 single time and then never let the enemy team get anywhere near it. But it's just luck. That
one's all luck on this field. Or go to Michigan.
Yeah, go to a different
field. Go play it somewhere else. You can get those achievements in other fields.
Yeah.
I think that's generally a good way of doing it. If you know the game's played differently in a different field, call him, ask him.
Yeah.
And it's reasonable for this field.
Jailbreak. There's a couple Jailbreak achievements. I think the hardest one, or at least the one that I don't have yet, is to get 15 kills as a guard before 1 minute passes. So before the riot starts, you have to get 15 kills. And the way this achievement is supposed to work is in other fields, and the way that Jailbreak used to work on our field is the prisoners weren't allowed to leave the prison, or the mansion in our case, until 1 minute has passed, and then they're allowed to go.
That's why you're calling it riot.
Yeah.
You always said that, and it seems like a weird thing. It's already a riot.
Right. No, the riot isn't supposed to start for 1 minute. The people in the mansion are not supposed to leave until 1 minute has passed. Which, if it worked like that, this achievement would probably be really easy to get. But the way it does work, where they can just get out of there immediately, and they just have to respawn in there, makes this achievement rather difficult to get.
What is it specifically? Let me read it again. Get 15 kills as a guard before 1 minute. So you have to be, well, generally, if you want this one to work, I imagine you want to take the breach door spot and just farm the lads as they run out the front.
And
you got to do it pretty quick.
Breach door spot, sit next to the respawn tube, and just constantly shoot and press the button. Yeah.
Because it's not like you have to get 15 kill streak. You just got to get 15 kills. You just got to just get them and get lucky with the respawning. Generally, though, I always feel bad taking that spot because I know every other regular on the darn field wants to take that spot and be there on that side of the field, which leaves the garage side just completely unprotected. It's reasonable, which is it sucks. I feel like I want to be over on that side to cover it. Slightly different topic. Do I want to stay on that side? Do I leave? Do I go for breach door? Do we want to have regulars distributed on defense all over Jailbreak, or what do you think?
What do you mean?
Sure, when you're a guard and you're defending on Jailbreak, do you want to have regulars on both sides of the field, or do you just want everyone on breach?
You want regulars on both sides of the field. Yeah. I mean, when I'm playing as a prisoner, I'm going to just kind of figure out where the weaker area is, and I'm going to just run that place over and over again until I break through it. Yep.
I felt like I was doing something wrong. Like, I know why everyone's going over the breach sword side, because they want to get all those millions of kills. This last game, I got like 43, but like 43 and 37 or something like that, though. It was still a lot of kills and a lot of points.
Yeah.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, there's a couple other Jailbreak achievements that aren't the easiest. One of them is finish a round of Jailbreak with 0 kills. It's not difficult, and in fact, if you wanted to get it, you could get it at any point. But it's just, who wants to play an entire round of Jailbreak without getting any kills? Just gun down on safety the whole round. It's not really difficult.
But it was an escape.
No, it's just finish a round of Jailbreak guards or prisoners with 0 kills.
Oh, this brings up this is the segue. Oh, Todd Howard's arrived. This brings up the segue into the theme of achievements, where it's do not play the game achievements. It's really cool. So the way you get this achievement is don't play the game, sit there and spawn, don't get any kills, or just really run for the escape. Can you just do it as guards, right?
You can do it as guards. You can just like sit in a chair and not play the round.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
Not play the game achievements suck.
The other one that's actually kind of difficult is win as a prisoner. So win as a prisoner without dying. So that means escape without dying and have the rest of your team escape without dying. Because you do have to win the round.
I think that one's easily the hardest of the trio. That's really hard to do. You have to do it in a small session. There's got to be a reasonable chance of your team actually winning the game first. You don't win, you don't get the achievement. You really got to motivate your team to get across the map and a team of a bunch of regulars that kind of know what they're doing, or you really got to usher your new players over there in a pretty quick way. They don't know what's the wiser of them. The guards don't understand what's going on.
The easiest way to get this achievement is to just like sit in a room in the mansion that's unlikely to ever die in. So I could just sit somewhere where I won't die and then just hope my team wins. Or you could do it the cool way and win without, or escape without dying, and then your team wins, because then you're actually helping too.
I didn't think about it like that at all.
You could do it that way. That's not the way I did it, but you could do it that way.
Hide underneath the couch, not play the game and hope.
Yeah,
it's a lot of waiting. A lot of games have potentially played Jailbreak.
And I think that's going to kind of be the common trend with a lot of these difficult achievements, is the more difficult they are, the more either impossible they are to get or require you to just not play the game. A lot of them aren't like, do this difficult task during the game that's, I don't know, like completing rush without waiting the 30 seconds for any of the rounds. That's not an achievement. It could be an achievement, and it'd probably be a good achievement, but it's not an achievement. The rush achievements you'll find are gonna be like, oh, they're like, don't play this round of rush or stuff like that. It's like all these difficult achievements suck.
There's one, I think is either Rush or Platoon. Do we have Rush on here? We do.
We do have Rush. We have Rush and a lot of Platoon on here.
Platoon, spoilers, sucks.
There's like a lot of achievements for Platoon. Like a lot. And they're not easy to get.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Isn't there like 8 or 7 achievements for any particular game mode?
There's like 14 for Platoon.
For any particular game mode, an average one.
The least is 5, and most game modes have like somewhere between 5 and 7.
Yeah. Okay, Judge Dredd. The one hard achievement we have listed is kill Dredd.
Yep.
Kill that guy. Only one person can do it per game. There's a chance that he won't even die in that particular Judge Dredd. It's not often we play Judge Dredd. It's only if one elite member gets birthdays or someone's feeling particularly greedy. Judge Dredd.
Yep.
Yeah. 2,500 health. 60 shots to kill that guy. Health. Is that the right math? I've been breaching that to the right one.
I think
I'm pulling out the calculator, guys. 25,
30,
0,
60, 75 shots.
Okay. I wasn't that off.
No, but you were off.
That's been my script for a while where I'm saying it's 60 shots to kill someone. No,
75.
75. Yeah, it's Judge Dredd. We talk about Judge Dredd a lot, but killing him is specifically hard. Besides, he just has a lot of health and he's hard to kill.
Yep. Next up, Safecracker. I don't really remember most of the Safecracker achievements, but the one that's like actually difficult is win Safecracker in the last 15 seconds of the round.
Yeah. Which,
I mean, I guess the easiest way to do that is to sit there and like have start a stopwatch when the game starts, but there's not an easy way to check if there's 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah. For games like you want to have a HUD, right? But this is conveniently what's cool. Laser Tag doesn't have a HUD. You have to kind of guess how much time left in the game, or how many kills you have, or how much ammo's left in your clip. You don't know, and you have to keep a timer.
The easiest way, I guess, would be to like sound the air horn when there's 5, like the countdown started for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you like sound the air horn so you win guaranteed in the last 15 seconds. Mm-hmm. But that's like not a very generous timing. 15 seconds is not a lot.
And you're in the tower too. You're nowhere near any of the TVs to know how much time's left. I guess you could have the team leader tell you how much time is left, but then I'm scrambling to find out how much time. I'm talking on my radio, and no one's gonna tell me it on time.
Yeah, no one's gonna tell me it on time, and the ice operator just might end the game because he hears me speaking.
No, wait.
Right, that's the only one for Safecracker. Next up is Whack-A-Mole. Whack-A-Mole, I think a lot of people have this one. I just didn't. It took me 3 years to get this achievement, so I'm declaring it to be difficult, and that's win Whack-A-Mole by 10 or more whacks.
Yeah, and when he told me about that, I was like, that does seem pretty hard. How many times do you see... You have to win by 10 or more whacks, or 10 more whacks in the other team?
10 or more, that's the same.
Well, what if they were 10 and 0?
Oh, win by 10 or more. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Does the gap have to be 10?
No, it could be more.
Or does it have to be 10 whacks?
10 or more.
Okay. Yeah.
It happens pretty often. Like 3 to 13 is like a sign that I need to do like a delta swap or something, but it's not uncommon. I just never got it forever.
It's weird because I trust you because I've been in the manager spot before, and it seems like you just see the game differently from that position. It's like, oh my god, from a team leader position, it's like, oh, they just lost. Let's just do a swap, help them out a little bit. Or what did they do wrong? Did they lose like intentionally? Did they lose because they were bad? Can they pull this back? It's a different way of looking at the game, and this way it's just, where'd the damn achievement go? You don't see it very often.
No.
I don't.
I see it more often than 3 years often, though. So, I don't know. I mean, you play a tube game every game, and 50% of the time it's Whack-A-Mole, 50% of the time it's domination, so I've played Whack-A-Mole like 200 times then.
The way to kill... I get that's true. I always try and play Rush or Platoon. I'm trying to avoid domination, because we play the game so often. But yeah, generally it's like, all right, well, it's the two easy ones. Play some Whack-A-Mole or domination. I think back in like 2018, I think it was like, or excuse me, 2018, 2017, it was pretty common that the split was like 33 between domination, Whack-A-Mole, and recon for like the 3 most played tube games.
Ew.
We always had the tube set up. Recon was just like, just play it. It's easy. No?
It is just easy. It's just not really fun.
No, Recon sucks.
Yeah.
It's a silly game. What was that one?
moving on, though, that's the only one we have for Whack-A-Mole. Next is Platoon, and Platoon's got quite a few. So the first one is, I think, arguably the most difficult, and that's win Platoon with 2 less players on your team. So the enemy team needs to have 2 more players on their team, and you need to win. The problem with this achievement is there's nothing you can do besides just physically killing one of the players on your team.
That's really what that says?
It's an awful achievement. It's like called Bad Vibes or something like that, and you need to have 2 less players on your team. It happened the way I got it is I had a group of people that ended up leaving. They had to go, so I begged the ice operator to play Platoon, and then I won a round of Platoon.
Funny.
It's an awful achievement. It's like the only achievement on there that you have just no say in at all. The other ones you can like feasibly do something to get the achievement. This one there's nothing you personally can do. Just gotta get lucky.
On the off chance someone is confused, I'm pretty sure everyone's up to speed. Generally, we try and keep teams 10 to 10, 10 to 11, 10 to 9. We're never gonna go like 10 to 8. Why would you do that? That looks wrong. The new players walk in will understand and not gonna like it. They're gonna call the teams unbalanced and they're gonna call it stupid. So we try to never do it. There are some times there'll be like 2 extra players on Camo team for some reason, and it's really weird.
Yeah, it normally happens.
It's so funny.
It normally happens when like people walk in late or something like that, and then like, no, we need to be on the same team or something like that. And it's like, whatever. There's 30 people out there anyway. They're not going to notice if there's 2 extra players on one team.
True.
And then we also have to play Platoon. So not only does that need to happen, but we need to play Platoon, and then you need to win. So good luck with that one if you don't have it. Not very likely unless you beg your ice operator and your manager to do that for you. And if you ask me to do it, I'm going to say no.
I see a increase of begging for Platoon in the future.
I doubt it. I don't think people care. I think the risk reward is too great. I have to play Platoon and I have to win. People already don't want to play Platoon. The next achievement for Platoon is be the first person on your tube to shoot the tube for every single round. So round 1, you have to be the first to shoot it. Round 2, you have to be the first to shoot it. Round 3, first to shoot it, etc. Mm-hmm. This one's not incredibly difficult, but when you have 15 people on your team, always being the first person to shoot the tube is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, so I didn't help Zach get it, but he negotiated with his teams that let him be the first person to shoot the tube each round. And so we played it and we're trying to get the achievement for Zach, right? He has it now, but this one session he didn't manage to get it. He goes over and shoots the tube, then everyone else shoots the tube and move on to the next round, yeehaw, whatever, yeehaw, good vibes. They do it again, Zach's first one to shoot the tube, we're on a good track, yeehaw, whatever. Round 3, we everyone shoot the tube, and then in celebration, one of their players in their team shoots the tube at the end. Actually, they specifically were the last person to shoot the tube, and then that automatically gave them the ring for the next round, because it gave them all it, right? So in Platoon, when your entire team gets, they all shoot the tube, it immediately moves on to the next round instead of waiting 30 seconds. It also counts as the first one for the next round. So Zach wasn't the first one, and he didn't get the achievement for that session. So another way to make this achievement difficult to get, which is fun.
The easiest way to get this achievement is there's actually no round cap to it. So, and it's going to be the same. There's a lot of achievements for Platoon that are exactly like this. And I got all of them by luck. I didn't even know they were achievements until I got them. The easiest way to do it is have a team that doesn't know what's happening or just doesn't want to play the game and just be the only person to shoot the tube.
And
that works too.
And only.
It works.
That's funny.
It's easier to do it that way in the other achievements. So like the next one we're going to talk about is to be the last person to shoot the tube for each round.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's the same thing as be the last person to shoot it. Doing it is the same way. You just have to be paying attention to the ice operator who's hopefully announcing that you have 30 seconds left. Count in your head, shoot the tube, wait for the next round, wait for your team to shoot it, count the tube, shoot the tube, shoot in the last 5 seconds. It's a lame achievement. Get it by luck. That's how I got it.
The first one seems like a reasonably difficult, fun achievement to try and go for. This one just seems like, another achievement slot. Flip it backwards.
This one's ridiculous. This last one is awesome. I love this one. I don't know how I got it. For round 1, you need to be the first to shoot it. Round 2, you need to be the second to shoot it. Round 3, you need to be the third to shoot it, and so on. So for every round you move up, you have to be the first, second, third, fourth, whatever round it is, person to shoot the tube.
And it goes on infinitely.
I don't know how the achievement actually works, because you can do it by round 1. So if you're like round 1 activates the only person to shoot the tube, you get the achievement. But what does it do if you have like 7 people on your team and you move to round 8? What does the achievement do? Can you just not get it? Have you gone too far? Can you not get the achievement in that case? If so, that's funny.
Suck.
You did too good.
It so far. I don't think I've ever seen. What's the highest round for Platoon you've seen it go? There's no way I've seen 8.
I've seen like 200 something.
Round 200 in Platoon?
It was like a kids party of like 4 kids. We played Platoon, and I just told them to stand over it with the other Barracudas, and they were just shoot, and I just like was watching the screen. I was screaming because I have like 500 points or something ridiculous, and they're just on this absurd round. I'm like, oh, that's absurd. That's too much. They need to stop.
It's so funny. Kids parties like that are really, really funny, where you can kind of get them to do really stupid stuff. There's one where there's 3 people on my team, and I was one team leader, and you were the team leader for their team, but they brought like 18 kids. So you had like 8 little kids on your team, and every time the game started, you just go swarm, and they just run.
There's so many of them.
Such stupid.
Okay. The last one for Platoon is not the most difficult. It doesn't actually revolve around shooting the tube at all. So for round 1, and you need to get to a minimum of round 4. Round 1, you need 10 kills. Round 2, you need 20 kills. Round 3, you need 30. Round 4, you need 40. So you need to get 40 kills in Platoon and be at round 4 minimum.
What the fuck is Platoon?
I don't know.
You got that on accident?
Yes.
Excuse the fuck out of me. This is a lie. This is a farce. What's going on? How is that even possible? Zach, do you have that one? Tell me if you have that one.
He do.
Put in chat. You do?
Yeah, he has it mastered.
That's cool. This stupid little achievement. If you go above 20 kills by round 3 or round 2, do you not get the achievement anymore? Or
why would I got it by random? I don't know. The way they word all these achievements is super cryptic. I don't actually know how to get these achievements properly. I have to like interpret their language, and then there's like some of them, like half of the rush achievements don't even work. At least they don't work the way they're described. You're
used to like Magic the Gathering text where everyone's like very clear and concise, and there's keywords for doing certain things. Where this is like whatever the person that was writing the achievement happened to want to say at the time, and there's no proofreading that shit. They don't say it like, does this make sense to you? They just do it. It just goes in there.
I mean, the achievements are probably such like an afterthought for them. They don't care.
Imagine being an achievement hunter at iCombat. Oh god, that sucks.
I try every once in a while, but the ones I'm stuck on are just I'm stuck on them. I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
All right, moving on from Platoon to Rush. Another one where some of the achievements are just like difficult for difficulty's sake. So the first one is win Rush without shooting a tube. I hate this achievement because you have to win Rush, which is not easy. And second, you have to win Rush and just not play the game. The fun part about Rush is shooting the tubes, especially shooting like the second and third tube, which is really satisfying to get that like harder to hit tube. To get this achievement, you just have to not play the game. You have to not shoot the tubes, do nothing at all.
Don't do it. Don't touch it. What's the hack for this one? It seems pretty simple to hack.
Just kill people and be in a small session.
Win without... Oh, okay. So you have to win as attackers.
Yeah, win as the attackers and don't shoot a tube.
Yeah, I think that's specifically how it said.
You need to play in a 3-on-3 with a team that is... Your other 2 people know that you're going for the achievement and are dedicated to going to get the achievement. So if you're playing a 3-on-3, ask to play Rush, and then you can get this achievement.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to be the only one on your team that wants to get it. Because if 2 of you want to get it, well, that's no good.
Sorry, buddy. What's another one? 2 rounds, no killing. No, 2 rounds, no kills, shooting 2. What do you mean by that?
So for round 1 and 2, you have to hit the tube, and you're not allowed to get kills. This achievement doesn't work. That's the only reason it's on here. Is I'm pretty sure it just straight up doesn't work. It's called Pea Shooter. If you look on Barracks under a management account, which I'm sure none of you have, you will see that they updated it like 2 years ago in July, saying that the Pea Shooter achievement now works. I did it like a couple months ago. Like specifically, my gun was on safety. I shot the tubes, flipping a gun off safety, shoot the tubes, put it back on safety, shoot the tube round 2. Ended 0 and 0, shooting both tubes. I did not get the achievement.
Removed Herobrine for every damn thing.
Yeah, it's just not. Okay. It's not a real achievement. It doesn't work. So good luck getting it. Haha.
Have fun with that one. Is there any other ones that just don't work for Rush? That's funny.
I have all the other ones for Rush, so I'm assuming the rest of them work. But
I hope so.
Yeah. Otherwise, I cheated. That's it for the actual like game mode ones. The next ones are like the challenge ratings, the seasonals, and other ones that are just kind of things. So the first ones are the challenge system achievements, which are generally really easy, except the only things you have to do is play on legendary and elite. So like a lot of them are just like get kills as veteran, do this as veteran, get a kill streak as this. I mean, we all play on veteran, so it's like that's just naturally getting that. But the elite and legendary ones are a little bit more difficult. The kill streak ones you'll just get by playing. It's like get a kill streak of like 7 or something like that on elites. You'll get that. It's not that hard. It's like excluding sniper, get a kill streak of 7. Okay, yeah, I can do it. But you need to get 1,000 kills on legendary and on elite. I got my legendary.
Is more attainable than playing on elite. Because generally, if it's like an all regular session, why not everyone play on legendary? You're playing against hard people, play on legendary. But generally, no one plays on elite unless you're crazy.
Yeah, I got it in. Yeah, I got the elite kills in Michigan because they're 2 shot to kill. So I was like, 2 shot to kill, 4 shot to kill is not that big of a difference. So I'm just gonna play on elite every round, and I got my achievement that way. Legendary one, I don't know when I got it, but I just happened to have it.
Big brain.
Yeah. So if you're 2 shot to kill, it's not that bad to get the elite ones. But if you're 3 shot to kill, 6 shots is a lot.
Damien recently got the elite ones. He would force himself to play on elite, and it was just like, oh boy, how the hell do you balance an elite frog champ? What the hell is an elite frog champ?
It does make a team balancing nightmare. It's like the same thing with any like really good player buying like a shotgun or something like that. It's like, huh? What? How am I supposed to balance that?
It's funny.
The general achievements is kind of where you'll get to the territory of things that might not be possible to get. Some of them are very possible to get. Like the first one, 10,000 kills. You just gotta play for like a couple months and you'll get the 10,000 one. But it's generally like a pretty good milestone to be get that many kills. I'm still waiting for them to add the 50,000 one. Come on, please.
Please, I want that achievement.
I want that.
Aren't you like points? Yeah, 40. Damien's at 46.
I'm at 60k.
Yeah, you're at 60k, but the frog's at 46.
Yeah, he's close.
Actually, a funny story. You got my 10,000th kill.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I was like 990 something or whatever, and then like my count got thrown in for something, and then you just like took my gear and went for it. I was like, okay, sure, go for it.
Oh, cool.
So you got my 10,000 kill achievement, like who fuck? Cool.
Yeah.
You got all the ones on here. Playing with the shock belt. It is possible to get that one.
Not in our field.
Not right now. I foresee someday the shock belts will eventually like be back here, but don't like ask for it.
We're never gonna buy them.
They're gonna be like years between we get to borrow one again or something like that.
Yeah, we're only gonna use them when we get to borrow them from like a different field that never uses them. Because the only reason we had them like a couple months ago, like almost a year ago, I feel like at this point, was because we went to Michigan and they're like, yeah, we never use these things, so if you want to just take them back with you, you can use them for a while, and we did.
Shock belts, they're funny. What the funny thing is about the shock belts is that I think that is what iCombat was trying to be, trying to make it seem like death was a harder, it was more punishing than just like going back and respawning as fast as you can.
Yeah.
It hurt. So it doesn't like actually like hurt. It's a shock belt, like whatever you consider.
It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good zap.
Yeah, it is, but it's like you're not getting shot.
No, you're not getting shot. It's not as bad as getting shot. I'll give it that.
No, I guess not. Yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so imagine if you were required to wear a shock belt and play. That's what they wanted the game to be. that everyone played slower, a bit more manipulative, more, I don't know. You get it.
Yeah, so, and the other interesting thing about this achievement is if your field uses the newer gen vests, which are just like they have a hole in the center and you just like throw it over yourself. You don't have like the strap around, click together vests. You have the newer versions of them, and you sync a shock belt to it. The achievement doesn't work. The shock belt works, but the achievement doesn't. You have to use the old set of gear to get the achievement.
Yeah, if you want to punish yourself for no reward, heck yeah, you can do it. We can't. They can do it.
Yeah, which is really cool. I like that part of it. The other challenge, the other general one is the pistol. If your field doesn't have a pistol, can't get the achievement. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you. That's it.
Pistol achievement. Do you have to play on that same Gen 2 vest, or do
you can't sync a pistol to a Gen 1 vest? So yes.
Oh yeah, well, of course.
Yep.
Yep.
The all day long achievement. So play 6 sessions in 24 hours. It's really
7?
easy to just.
Is it 7 sessions?
It's 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6 in 24 hours.
One of the two. What's one more?
6 or 7. In 24 hours. Initially, that was supposed to be like Saturdays when Combat like first started, were 6 sessions in a day. That's how many you got to play. So if you just stayed and played every single one, you'd get the achievement. Now it's pretty easy, especially if you abuse like the 24-hour thing, where if you play like the 7:30, 9, and 10:30 on a Friday, and then you play the first 3 sessions on a Saturday, well, there it is. It's only 3 in a day, but you get it by doing it that way.
If you go for that achievement, and we know that you're going for that achievement, we will, when you complete it, we'll take a picture of you, preferably before and afterwards, and put it on Facebook. I think that happened to Mini Keith and Keith J. That happened not recently, but a couple months ago. It's been a while since they've played, though. But they have that picture somewhere, hopefully. I'm not just like lying to you guys.
Yeah. And I didn't know this was an achievement, and I might be reading the achievement wrong, but there is an achievement under General that says, I don't remember exactly what it says, but it says get 50 kills in any given game mode, which I think is just get 50 kills in one round. Like, it's not get 50 kills between all of the team deathmatches you've ever played. It's get 50 kills in one team deathmatch. I think you have this one. I do have this one.
Okay. You should check out what date. Doesn't it display the date on when you got the achievement, and then you can go back to that day on your match history and see what the hell?
That sounds like a lot of work.
Right now, yes.
If it gets 50 kills in a game, I would have to check back like 4 years.
I mean, the first time you got 50 kills in a game. Okay. It's curious.
It was Team Deathmatch Marathon mode, where we played only Team Deathmatch, and it was against a group of Boy Scouts. I went 74-2. I don't know what date that is, but it would be that game.
Okay.
It was cool.
Finally, the seasonal achievements. Some of them you just can't get anymore. I think specifically these two you can't get anymore. We're talking about the Stranger Things one and the Kill Vader achievement, right? I mean, you obviously can totally kill Vader. He's a guy. He's running around during the Star Wars sessions, and he's killable. But you're not going to get that achievement if you kill him.
Nope.
I don't even know how they organized that before.
The achievement is supposed to work under the account. If you kill the account, the real Anakin Skywalker should give you that achievement. And you're supposed to kill him on that date. The problem is corporate never activates the achievement. So you have to, like, as a business owner, you have to message corporate, say, activate this achievement for this day. And then even if they say they do it, they just don't do it anyway. They never activate it, so good luck. And then we'll email them afterwards, like, a list of people that shot it and killed Vader, and they'll be like, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Sus. Sus corporate. Yeah, complaining about corporate podcast. Cool.
I should have it. I should have the achievement. I've been robbed.
You've been robbed.
I have.
Yeah. There are some achievements you can't get anymore as well until, like, the game mode comes out again, maybe someday in the future. I have no plans. There are no plans. Like Medic, for example.
Go to Missouri.
Medic right now. Getting that one, unless you go to Missouri and play it there. Other game modes that we just don't play here, like Infected. Ooh, can't play that one.
You can't play that anywhere. The achievements are here, but the game mode's not even on ice anymore, so I couldn't play Infected if I wanted to.
Yeah,
I wanted to see if I could get it to work, but it's literally not even there. Sounds like a fun game.
I tried it once a long time ago, and like it was very considerably broken. And I don't think that it was like a rather complicated game mode code wise to try and get it working. So I imagine they just like conceded and not tried to get it working anymore. Who cares?
They should have left it on there though, so I could figure out how to make it work, like I did with Alamo. I just want to like actually make it work, so I can get the achievements and play the game.
Okay. Wait. So for that, I think I tried it a long time ago, and what would happen would, I think it's meant to be like once the game starts, everyone's shoulder sensors would stop pulsing, but it would go in a circle for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 go. One of those people's sensors would start to actually pulse slower, and that's like the individual person that would be considered infected. What would be your workaround, since we don't have shoulder sensors that pulse anymore? Because you know it's supposed to work for Terminator, right?
Dude, I got no idea. I don't know what my workaround would be. I'd just have to figure it out.
You just get there. Yeah. Fun fact, if you're playing Terminator and you're in a Gen 1 vest, like using a pistol and M4, your shoulder sensors, I think, do still pulse, right?
They do. And they do for Jailbreak. I just figured out this like last weekend. If you escape in Jailbreak, they like pulse in a V. It's like a V all up and down the vest if you escaped.
Really? All on the Gen 1?
Yeah, on the Gen 1s.
That's cool.
It is.
I'm going to escape with an M4. That's cool.
Nope, those things don't work.
Not allowed. No, M4s, yeah. They don't. Pistol, though. Do you want to talk about that or no?
No.
Then we won't.
All right, I do have the achievement leaderboard, so the all-time achievement leaderboard, I have that right here as well. Just, I guess some things to point out about it. Not a lot on here, though. That's, like, overly cool. So just, like, the top 15 is... you're going to see a lot of people that don't play anymore. So Jeremy, Zach, Fern, Randy... Barney doesn't really play anymore. Ashley's on here right above me. Turtle doesn't play anymore. J-Bakes is here, I guess. The Dr. Prowler. Woodland like found his way up here, which is weird. Bark doesn't really play anymore. Max here. Dutch doesn't play. Eclem doesn't play. I think this is like a name that nobody knows, but it's just it's so funny to me. It's like Will is right here. What is he doing here?
Well,
Damien's here. It's like people that Ashley was like right here, like at number 7 for the or like number 6 or 7 or whatever for the longest time, and doesn't have 4 stars. For a while, she was still in her Eagles and just like way up here.
Ashley, Ashley's cheating.
Yeah, I mean most of these people cheated. I know these two cheated to get their achievements. Fern probably did.
I'm sure. I'm
certain Aravan did.
Fine.
I'm clean. I'm trying to get to the top. No cheating. No cheating for me.
Okay, now for the fun section.
No way. Yeah, Zach, you didn't.
Fun section of the show. We got some little bits of news.
Yes.
Where do you want to start? Do you care?
I'd say what you got first, because I don't know what you have.
I tried to look at the list I put up on here before, but like you're like, I don't want to talk about that specific thing, or just not do it this time. So.
Okay. So just what I got then. All right. Leagues. The next announcement for leagues is not this coming Sunday, which would be the 20th, but it is the 27th is the next league. And we did get the time finally. So drum roll, the league time we get is 7:30 p.m., which means we should be done by 10:30, which is awesome, incredible. We can make the leagues like run reasonably to a reasonable hour, get people home in time for work. Hopefully more people can play then. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm going to have to talk to Jeremy and my father more about like getting a regular schedule for them, because hopefully we'll do every other week, but once again these are like 14-15 hour days for me, so I don't know that I want to do that every other week. But we do have the time and date, and you can sign up for it right away. It is $25 now. We have upped the price because we are taking over a public slot, and we are going to be giving away free passes to the winning team. So if you win, your team gets a free pass, but everybody does have to pay $25. As things go on, I have another announcement for it. I would like to attempt to run a Swiss bracket, which I know not a lot of you run tournaments, so it's not like me saying that it's just garbage. But what that means is it means that every single team would get the same number of rounds. The problem with running a Swiss bracket is time, obviously. So we're going to have to see, based off the number of people we have and the number of teams we have, if it's going to be feasible to run that. But I would like to attempt it, possibly, maybe.
Pros for you guys, that means that your skill rating is a bit more accurate. You have a better chance of getting on the top 8 that Alex works out at the end of every league, if there's same amount of rounds. Because what we saw last time is just the more points whatever gets. So obviously your team was really high up on that top 8 leaderboard there. When I don't know, maybe I could have been up there. I did pretty good, right, Zach? Right, Zach? Thanks, Zach. Yeah. Yep,
so I hope a lot of people get to sign up for the leagues again. We had an absolutely incredible turnout last time, so I'm hoping that with the time being a lot more reasonable, we'll get another reasonable turnout as well. Once again, if anyone has any questions about signing for leagues, or if I just made the sign up for it, so if it doesn't work, just let me know. Don't pay for it unless it says $25, because if it says more than that, tell me and I have to fix it.
Yeah, I think you just did this a couple moments ago, right?
I did it 5 minutes before the show started.
Cool, 55 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm noticing, guys, that this show has created less of a focus on points and more of a focus on winning. So that's really awesome, and I really appreciate that. You guys notice it too, that this game is turning into more of a sport, and you guys are a part of it just as much as me and Alex are. So thank you very much for that. Otherwise, guys, you want to always scroll on down, look at the...
Dude, we're not done yet. We have the 7-day to go.
Oh, yeah, that's right, but this one sucks.
This one does suck. This one's lame.
All right, show me it.
It's the usual suspects. We've got Woodland at number 1, then Sniper 17, Ashaway, Mac, Mama 82, that's Mama. I don't have my glasses on. Gamoto, Mac 20, Glue Eater, Specs, Quicks, Stinger, O2 Cam, Aravan, 6s and 7s Junior, Speed Means, and Strika. It's just your normal suspects.
I mean, the things you can pry out of this is oh boy, cool. Stinger is on the board and in 10th place. Good job, Stinger. Or Rar Ashaway specifically is in 3rd, which you don't see Ashley that high very often. Doesn't get the chance to play very well. Good job. But otherwise, it's just okay. Yeah, I know these guys. They're always
I'm gonna make a new thing. So I'm busting out the calculator right now to figure out exactly how many times Tom died this week. Let's see. Tom, what number is that? That's a 6, 8. Tom died 250 times this week. Good job, Tom.
Oh my god.
That's the best in the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's the least he's died.
We'll get a graph of Tom dying per week. Do you have those stats in the last few weeks? I guess they're on the show.
I'd have to look back.
I'm gonna make a Tom dying graph over the month. Okay. Guys, scroll on down. Look at that about page. Join our Discord if you're not in it already. I imagine you guys are already in it, so thanks. But if it's your first time watching the show, join it. Anything else you want to drop in there?
That's everything I got. Play leagues. Play leagues.
Play leagues.
All right, that concludes the show. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Stream has ended. Record.
Oh, is this the Alex corner again? I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna fucking hang Tom.
Oh, he's gone.